Hey guys, it's Ruby back again with your Las Vegas news and updates for June. A Disney amusement park is coming to Fremont Street, a major hotel suing F1, and a restaurant closing after 25 years on the Las Vegas Strip. We have a lot to cover before we get started. If you're new here, my name's Ruby. I make Las Vegas content. If you want to hear more about all the news and upcoming things, make sure you are subscribed. Let's hop right in with some big whopping news. The Mirage has announced their official closing date, July 17th. That's sooner than I was expecting, you guys. It kind of caught me a little off guard. We did see rumors that the Volcano was going to be ending in July, and that came before the news of Mirage totally closing its doors. Now, Hard Rock Hotel is not set to be totally done and opened until 2027. So there is going to be a long time of a whole lot of nothing there in that spot. So sad to say goodbye to the Mirage, and I'm definitely going to have to stay just one last time. Picasso is closing this August. Picasso opened in 1998 in the Bellagio. It is by Chef Julian Serrano. It is multi-award winning. It made my best restaurants list. It had an awesome tasting menu. So he's going to be stepping away from Lago as well, one of my other favorite restaurants, also inside the Bellagio. He will, however, still helm Julian Serrano Tapas at the Aria, but he's just kind of stepping away from projects. I'm sad to see a restaurant that's been open for so long closing. However, excited to see something new come to the Bellagio. And the spot is amazing and the view is incredible, so I can't wait to see what they end up putting there. Heavy rumors are circulating that Bazaar Meats could be closing. Bazaar Meats by Jose Andres is over at Sahara, and it is an incredible restaurant, and once again, it's in my top 10 for restaurants. I don't know if there's any truth to this rumor. I certainly hope not, considering he's opening 2 new concepts. A new restaurant by Jose Andres is coming to the Crystal Shops. It's called Bazaar Mar, as far as we heard. This is going to be right where the Starbucks used to be. And then there's also this upper area that used to be used for like events. They weren't really using it for anything. One part is going to be Bar Centro, which is going to have coffees and pastries in the mornings, and then like cocktails and caviar in the evenings. He's also opening Zetinia, which is going to be coming to the Forum Shops. So I don't see why he would be closing like one of his most well-known restaurants. I guess we are going to have to wait and see if the rumor has any truth to it. The Dita Von Teese show will be closing June 15th. Oh, shoot, you guys. I just recommended the show to you guys. I went and saw it like last month or so. I really liked it. I thought it was fun. I am a fan of burlesque. I love that style of entertainment. It's not for everybody. And so I guess we are seeing an end to that show. However, we can see Misbehaves Mavericks. That's going to be coming to the Plaza October 2nd. Now, this one's not just burlesque. It's also going to have comedy and variety acts. I think that's going to fit so nicely. I'm excited to go check that show out when it opens this fall. And other downtown news, so many things announced for El Cortez's renovations. You guys know I already reported that they were going to be opening a Starbucks. That is set to open this June. But they are also going to be including a new high limit lounge, a new roulette bar, a new show bar that's going to play like old black and white movies, but also do live sporting events when they happen, as well as a new restaurant called Hot Nudes. It's going to be Asian. That is set to open in 2025. This is a big expansion. They're planning to expand the casino's footprint by like 10,000 square feet. I know that they are going to be ripping out the Fiesta Room and pushing it back, but I didn't realize that this is going to be as big of a reno as it is. Super exciting. I love El Cortez, and I love that they're adding some new things and renovating. I think it's going to be amazing. You guys, it's already that time of year. We have F1 news. I can't believe we're talking about this again. So the city claims that the construction this year is going to take significantly less time and only be 3 months instead of last year where it took 9 months. They built a lot of structures last year, as well as all the paving, and supposedly they don't have to do as much this year. That would mean them starting like July, August, sometime like that. To be ready for the race in November. There is one casino not happy to see F1 returning. Ellis Island is filing a lawsuit for damages against F1. They're claiming that the construction impeded access to their business and lost them millions of dollars in revenue. Many businesses came forward with F1 saying how it was just causing a lot of issues for them business-wise and slowing things down. I know that downtown reported like being an absolute ghost town leading up to F1, so I'm very curious to see what happens this year and what the impact will be. One hotel, though, is heavily leaning into F1. They are building the F1 arcade at the Caesars Forum Shops. This is going to be 21,000 square feet and 2 floors with terrace strip viewing. It sounds amazing. It's also not set to open until 2025. So clearly they expect F1 to stick around and be relevant for a very long time. We will report more on the F1 arcade as we hear it. Progress is happening over at the Paris balcony rooms. So the walkway is like getting really constructed there. You can see where the walkway is going to go. It kind of juts right out from Paris and then tucks back to get you into the Jubilee Tower. That is now going to become the Paris balcony rooms. You can see the balconies being constructed up on the higher floors. It also looks like they're doing balconies almost along the whole top floor. I don't know if that's what's happening. It could be that those are a bunch of suites. This is going to be a really awesome view of Bellagio and the Strip. Really cool of them to turn this into these high-end rooms for Paris. Excited to see it finally get finished. The Tex-Mex restaurant is being torn down. This is the one right next to Planet Hollywood, right across from the Crystal Shops, where supposedly the Tillman Fertitta Hotel is going to be. They had torn down the Travelodge ages ago, and the Tex-Mex was just like sitting there strong, sticking out like a sore thumb. We were watching them just tear it down as we were on strip. Like, it is getting ripped up. We are going to finally be able to see the end of this thing, and hopefully a brand new fancy hotel will take its place. Major progress to the Boulevard. Wow, I can't believe how much has gotten done, you guys. The Boulevard shops across from the Crystal Shops, where we used to see the Hawaiian Marketplace, is no more, and now it is a very impressive structure. This huge building set to have tons of new shopping and dining and restaurants and awesomeness. The building is very impressive. It looks amazing, and I am just excited and impressed with how fast they've gotten this all done. A few updates ago, we reported Planet Hollywood's Koi was being closed, and it is all walled up to become Macaleria Disco. I am so sorry, I do not speak Italian. Macaleria is Italian for butcher, as far as I understand. This is going to become an Italian food bar, restaurant, speakeasy. They did release some renderings. It should be a nice restaurant and something new coming to Planet Hollywood. Also over by Planet Hollywood, Miracle Eats is underway. This is the food hall coming into the Miracle Mile shops. You can see them just actively working on this. It's right by the side that has Earl of Sandwich and Rosa Mexicana. And this is going to be a pretty big space. There's going to be at least 10 different restaurants in here. We're seeing burgers, pizza, tacos, so definitely quick eats bites. This is set to open this winter. The true question is going to be, is the food going to be cheap? Because Miracle Mile is known to have really great cheap eats options, and food halls are pretty notorious for having kind of overpriced food. So only time will tell on that. Ortikia is opening June 3rd over at Green Valley Ranch. This is a Greek restaurant. They're going to tote a live fire grill and a rotisserie and a fresh seafood display. The restaurant looks absolutely beautiful, and a brand new place over at Green Valley Ranch to check out some Greek food. And Lindo, Michoacan is now open at Palace Station. Oh man, guys, I took French in high school, and this is an authentic Mexican restaurant concept that has just opened at Palace Station. It replaced their old Mexican restaurant, which I tried and thought was pretty darn good, but the food here looks just as delicious, and it also looks like it's going to be very affordable. So if you need to take a break from the oyster bar over at Palace Station, go ahead and check out Lindo. Resorts World paved the dirt pit. So there has been this big open dirt pit since Resorts World opened, and they've had like events and things on it.
The hardest part about living in this pit is probably keeping my suit pressed.
But it has been quite an eyesore, especially because they have this beautiful infinity pool and it points at nothing. The rumor was that this was going to be a water park, and everybody heard that rumor on and off. Well, now they've paved it. So I'm very curious to see what is going to go in this space. Hopefully it is something that looks nice. Okay, let's talk about Mini Disney. So this is an amusement park concept that they want to open on top of Neonopolis downtown on Fremont Street. The renderings are something. So is the name, because even though it's spelled D-I-S-N-I, I still think they're going to get sued. So I don't know if this is really happening or not, but I will say for certain that this is the second kind of like family friendly thing they're trying to put downtown, and I just don't think downtown is family friendly. Let's keep it on the Strip. All of the news you guys have all been waiting for. MGM Rewards is finally coming to the Cosmopolitan July 30th. Now, they'd confirmed a date before and then they went back on it, but I think this one is for real. I think July 30th, we are going to see MGM Rewards finally being the Cosmopolitan's reward system. Mohegan Tribe is ending its management of the Virgin casinos by the end of this year. So this was kind of confusing. If you stayed at Virgin, they did not run their casino. It was run by Mohegan Tribe. They have decided to end this relationship, and the Virgin will be taking over their gambling again. So it will all be under one name and one umbrella by the end of this year. The Revelry Food Festival will be here June 5th through the 8th. We reported on this last month. This is going to be at the Wynn, a high-end luxury food festival with cocktails and spirits and wine tastings and experiences and food. And I'm very excited, and I definitely want to attend this. The WSOP will be back here in Las Vegas. It starts May 28th. It's going to go through July 17th. This takes place over at the Horseshoe and Paris, respectively, but you can expect WSOP events kind of going all through spring into early summer. Concerts taking place this month. We have Carrie Underwood on June 1st at Resorts World. We also have Maroon 5 on June 1st over at Park MGM. Bruno Mars, June 7th through the 15th. And Lady Gaga, the 19th through the 30th. T-Mobile has UFC 303 with Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, June 29th. I don't know how I didn't get tickets for this. Caesars Palace is going to have Adele the 1st through the 15th and Garth Brooks 26th through the 29th. And we still have Miss Christina Aguilera over at the Venetian the 1st through the 8th. If you want to see some free concerts, Saturday, June 8th, we have Hoobastank downtown on Fremont on the 3rd stage. And on June 8th, we also have Soul Asylum. So, bunch of great shows and things coming your way. Wow, lots of stuff happening in June, you guys. The summer's ramping up in Las Vegas. The weather's gorgeous. I know a lot of you guys told me you guys are coming in June. Comment below when your next trip is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys all in our next video.